Good day, folks. Greg Judy here in Central Missouri, talking a little bit about our winter water and grazing practices here. In the winter time, when you got cold weather, the water is always an issue. And so we've got a small tank here. It's basically about 110 gallons. And we've got the float tied up there to where it's only going to fill up with, I don't know, there's probably 50 gallons in there. That is a Joe Mega Flow. We found that just keeping a wire over the top of that, and that one there is not even hot, but just keeping a wire over the top keeps them from kind of bouncing that float around, maybe even busting it off. And we do have these tire sidewalls. These came out of an earth moving tire, these big rubber pads. And you see this cow over here, she's standing on the edge of it there. All the pressure around a tank is with the front feet, and if you can make those cows stand on a piece of rubber while they're drinking, you got 270 head in here, and it's wet and snow's melting. You'll just have a darn mud pit here. But with those sidewalls, it holds their front feet up. And see this young calf? He's standing right there on it. And every cow in here comes in, and they got to stand on that rubber to get them a drink. And that really keeps your pugging down. Now at night, because it's going to get down, in the teens tonight, you can't leave that hose hooked up to that hydrant, okay? If you do, you're going to come out here and the whole thing's going to be a solid chunk of ice, and you might even split your hydrant open, the actual steel pipe in the hydrant. So we take that off, remove the float, and we take that whole tank, and because there's only about 40 gallons in it, we just dump it and take it to the house. So in the morning time, when we come back out to move them, we just put that tank back in, and you're back in the business. If you leave that out all night, you're going to have to pull a siphon on it, and we've done that. And we have to do that in the daytime. Like, let's just say the daytime temperature is 10 degrees. We put a hose in that tank, put a weight on it, pull a siphon, and we bring it about 50 feet over here on the ground and just let it run on the ground. But we raise the end of the hose up to where it's just barely coming out, about the diameter of a pencil. And with that hose pulling water out of that tank all day long, that means that that hose feeding it from that hydrant has got water moving through it. It cannot freeze. So 10 degrees, you got a winter water system, and but Greg, you're wasting water. It's going out there on the ground. Well, if it's the diameter of a pencil, I've measured it. It's for the whole day, you're going to be putting out about 35 to 40 gallons. That's it. That's pretty cheap water insurance to have good quality water. Your cattle are drinking clean water, and boy, when it's cold, if your cows don't have adequate water, they're not going to be able to stay warm at night. These cows, they're not like sheep. Sheep don't need much water in the winter, but by golly, these guys do. They've got a big old rumen, and they just can't stay warm if they don't get some good water. The other thing that ticks me off, and I see cows standing in mud around ponds, and they get that mud froze up on their feet, and then you get a cut. Now you got a cow limping. Give them a good surface there. They don't need to be standing in mud. Put those rubber pads around there. We just moved these cows, and you can see a lot of them. Well, there's one over here just laying down now. There's several out there laying down. The darn things are already full, okay? So that's a good sign. You don't. And you look at what we call the death triangle on these cows. It's on the left side. There is not one on these cows. I mean, they're all just roly-poly full. Look at that. That cow's in good condition, folks. She's got a calf on her. This cow's got a calf on her, too. I mean, you get your cows looking like that, and you can tell a lot by the hair coats. All these cows have got good, thick, smooth, just beautiful, shiny hair coats on them, okay? You want a good hair coat on your cow. If it's rough and it looks kind of dull looking, there's something going on with that cow. Probably ought to sell her. Got to be the predator in your herd, okay? All right, folks, this is Greg Judy signing off, and everyone have a great day.